Hello and welcome. In this video tutorial, we're going to be learning how to design simple smoothie flyer like this. Yeah, and we are going to be using the Canva application for this design. All right, so let's remember that whenever a design is presented to you, or whenever you are learning a design, irrespective of how it's looking, it doesn't have to be complex before it looks good. What you should take home always is how things were applied. How were the different principles applied? That is what you should watch out for, so that you do not only need it for the present design you are learning, you also use whatever it is that you are learning from a particular design and you apply it in subsequent designs that you want to do that relates to what you are learning. I hope you understand. So let's keep that in front of our mind. And whenever you're learning a design, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to learn a complex design before you know how to, create one. No. What you should look at for every design is how things were applied, which we call the principles. Once you know how things were applied, you can use it for subsequent um, design. So, all right, so that's being said, let's move down to Canva and get started. Okay, all right, so every of the resources here was gotten from Canva. None was imported. That's because I am on Canva Pro. All right. So once you have made up your mind that you want to start using Canva as a design tool, which I advise you anyway, you should get ready to subscribe to the Pro version so that you don't have to, be doing designing anyhow design. Canva has lots of resources that you cannot even finish. You can't finish it, and they keep updating it every day. So, in order for you to enjoy unlimited access to all these amazing features, the favor you can do for yourself is to be on the Pro version. All right, so let's get started. First thing first, we're going to be getting our shape, which is this a plus purple shape here. Then I'll be coming here, custom size. We are using custom size 80 by 1350. You can also use 1080 by 1080. That is a square dimension for this. Anyway, you can use a square dimension for this. Alright, so once that is done, let's just allow it to load. Once it's done, the next thing we'll do is to get okay, so this is how the background looks like. You can see it is not square. Okay, so the next thing we want to do here now is are going to get a shape. Let's get a shape. Come to elements. Okay, you can search for shape. Then sorry about that, shapes, not hips. Can you see we search for something else and they actually brought that what relates to what we mistakenly wrote. So that's to tell you that for whatever it is you are looking for, you get it on Canva. So I'm going to take this square and I will resize it here. Use it and form our sky and yes. I just hope we are fast so we don't get to spend too much time doing this. Okay, so I'll leave it like this. All right, so I'll change the color. So tap on this plus sign. Okay, think something like this, right? Or if you have the code, you can just go ahead and use the code. Okay, I have the code. Please take note so that you too can use it. All right, so the code is 0CDFDF. Yes, that's exactly the color I want to use. So when we have that there, the next thing we want to do now is to go back to our element and search for beach sand background. So tap on the plus sign, we'll go to our element, let's search beach sand, beach sand background. So that's what we are going to be using. So let me just select photos so that everything will bring out the photos. Do you see different types of background we have here. So you can decide to pick anyone. And now you notice these ones that have Edu, those are the pro version, they are amazing, right? Then the ones without Edu are free. But basically, most all of them are, this is free, so you can use this. So basically all of them, most of them are paid for, and you can see they are nice. So let's just use this for the sake of this training. So we'll also size this here, just do that here. All right, so when that is done, the next thing we want to do now is we are going to search for cloud and palm tree leaf. So let's go back to element and search for cloud. All right, cloud. Remember, the idea is for you to know how these things are being applied so you too can use it for subsequent stuff. Okay, so now that we have this here, I'm just going to put this here, not too much, then I'll reduce the opacity, sorry, transparency. On Pixel Lab is called opacity, so on Canva is transparency. So this is it. You select and you want to reduce transparency to about 58, should be okay. We don't want it to be too okay, so this is fine. So we can duplicate it. This is where I touch to duplicate. This is your duplication icon. Okay, duplicated, and that I'm going to take it to the other side. Yes, I'm going to take it to the other side so look more like cloud. Right, so we have this here. Can take it behind. To take it behind, I just go to position and take it back. So that's that. Let's also reduce the transparency of that one. Okay, they are both all right. They are both the same. So once that is done, let's go back to elements. Let's search for palm tree leaf. Palm tree leaf, palm tree leaf. They call it palm front, right? All right, so and we have different types here. So I can pick this one. Let's just rotate it. Can rotate it. This is for rotating, all right? So this for, see where my mouse is, then this is for resizing. I want to reduce it, and can have that sitting here this way. Okay, so we can have that sitting here, and we can get another one or duplicate that. So let's use a single one, and we can have that sit right here. Background's coming out right. Good. So the next thing we want to do right now is to search for our smoothie drink. Okay, so we're going to search for smoothie drink in a glass cup. Let's go back to elements. Everything we find them on elements. So we're going to search for smoothie drink in a glass cup. Let's see what they are going to bring for us. Okay, so then we can select photos so that everything they'll bring for us is going to look real and not in graphical forms. Okay, so we have different ones here which you can select and use. All right, so we can use something different for this tutorial. It doesn't have to be the same as I did, but just in case you want to use like mine, then you got to search for them. All right, so we have that there. You can search for another one. This one is fine. It's very fine. This one is very fine, honestly. Wow. Trying to do something here now. Okay, let me see if I can increase these guys. Okay. This something is different. It's quite different. You can see we use something else for this. You can search for this and use. All right, you can search for this and use, or you can just get other varieties. But I saw this and I'm loving it. Yes, So now that we have this here, uh, now that we have this here, the next thing we want to do now is include our text. So we're going back to this purple plus sign and we are going to click on text, okay. Then let's add a heading and we edit. I want to write the name of this company. We are done. Just tap on your screen and you bring this here and you bring this here. Oh, I think we are still going to reduce this. But let's just bring it down a bit. Yes, we don't want it touching our text. So we have that there. So for fonts, you go to fonts. I'll be using the Montserrat font. So Montserrat is going to pop up. Yeah, these are Montserrat. I love using Montserrat because it looks good on design. And I'll be using the Montserrat extra board. Alright, so we'll have that there. I also duplicate this text. I'll tap on it and duplicate, edit. Now say smoothie. I'll tap out. I'm obviously not leaving this like this, so I'm going to change. Good, so I'll put this right beneath it. I can change the font to same Montserrat family, but this time around let's use classic. Classic is more lighter than extra bold. Do you see that now? So I'm basically using one font, so you don't have to use a whole lot of fonts. Some designs are going to see 5, 6, 7 fonts. Come on, kill and design. What are you designing? Alright, so just one font is okay for you. So to be sure that this is centralized, we select the text, we go to position. Okay, centralized. You can see center is highlighted. So we also check for this smoothie. Let's check if smoothie is centralized. We also go to position and check if, sorry about that, position. You can see it's not centralized. We are going to select center now. So it is centralized, I believe so. So once that is done, the next thing we want to do is add other tests, our call to action, and we are done with this design. So right, so let's check what the tests are again. Okay, 50% off, order now, then your website, then we'll add our flock of birds and we are good. Okay, so let's see if we can reduce this again a little bit, just a little bit. Corambos Yanama. Yeah, we're good, right? Yeah, we're good. Awesome. Now, if you are finding it difficult to move, you want to adjust something, maybe in little pace, and you are not able to use this, uh, where is it? This plus sign on that plus sign that usually appear. You can come to notch. This is your notch here. See notch. You can use your notch to gently move down. Can you see it's moving? If you tap on it, it's moving, but on a slower pace. Did you get it now? So you can use this for a slower pace if you do not want to struggle with movement. So we have that one here. Let's bring this a little bit down. Da-da-da-da. Let's give a little life to this. see the way I was struggling with it, so I can just easily use my sorry, I can use my nudge and move it, and it's gonna be fine. Okay, so let's copy this and we use it as order now. So we are gonna edit and say order now, right? So we can reduce this, have it right here, can copy this for our 50% off. Just reduce it to copy this again for our call to action, our website, or phone number, wherever it is you want your customers to connect with you to get it. So you just put your contact address there and we are good. So the next thing we want to do now is we want to get go back to elements and get flock. So elements, we are going to search for flock of birds, yes, so that we can put it there on the cloud and we're good. Quite very simple and yet beautiful. So why don't I like this? So let me go back. Somehow I didn't like that. So what color should we give this bird now? Um, should we give it white? Let's see how white looks. White, or we should leave it at black? Let's give it white. Let's give it white. So we can get another pattern, or we can just stick to that and just okay. We have three, three, three. So here we are. So the next thing we want to do, you see this sharp line that is showing here. We can leave it like this, but if you want to make it more neat and professional, let it look nice, you can just look for something that you use to cover this. Okay, remember this is a beach sand, so before the sand you have water. So this is your sky. You want to assume this is the sea, this other part is the sea or the beach water. Okay, but the one that's going to flow from the beach to the sand, let's think of something that we'll use. So we can search for, what can we search for now? Let's go to element, let's search for waterline. Let's search for waterline and see what we'll have. All right, so all these are waterline. You can go to photos so that you see something that are real. Okay, so any of these are great. So you can decide to pick any of these, but this was the one I used. All right, and what I did is I removed the background. I just came to effect and I removed the background. So you see, that's one benefit of being on the Canva Pro. Everything you can do it here. You can remove the background when you're on the free version. You can't access most of the stuff I just used to make amazing design if you're on the free version. It's not like you can't do it using the free version. You can use some material, some features on the free version, but it might not look really nice just the way this is looking. So our background is off. So what we can do, we can just work on this. Let's drag it. So we can drag from here. Okay, then we can take these out. Then we'll take this to the back. We take it to the back. What we'll do, we'll go to position and click back. We click back until every other thing is in front, just as it is right now. No. So it should be, please come to the front. So Oh boy, here is my water line. Okay, so we have our water line back. So I'm just going to take it back to the back of the cups. So I'll take it one. Okay, so there we are. And great. Okay, so this is it. This is it. Let's say in a situation where maybe the type of smoothie that you chose does not have shadow, because these ones have shadow. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can add shadow so that it will look real. Like these strawberries, you can see they have shadows, you can see. But let me just show you, just in case you saw something nice and different from this and you decide to use it. So all you need to do is just search for shadow on Canva. Sorry, that's not the spelling of shadow. Shadow. Okay, and there you go. So you can choose any one. So you can choose this, you can choose the second one, and there you go. So that's shadow. Just reduce it and put it right under the cup like this. If you check, it's resting on this big cup, so you don't want it looking like that. So you go to position and you take it backward once, and let's see if it's at the back. Yes, now it's at the back. This is how our glass cup is looking. Do you see how it's looking real? Right, so this already has a transparent um shadow. That is why, let's see, let me just duplicate this and see if we can still add it, though it has a follow come shadow. Right, so we can still do something about it. Yeah. Oh, I think I've destroyed it. Let me just copy again and have it sit here. Let's see how it's looking. Do you see it now? So we are done. All right, so the next thing you want to do is go through your design and be sure that everything that you want to be in there is there. Then you can go ahead and save here. Save and download. Then you download again. All right, so and there you have your design. All right, I'll be expecting yours. Bye.